Hello you guys and welcome to my channel. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Kenzie and I am a Canadian flight attendant. Today I am going to be filming a vlog of a pairing and we have lots to talk about and it's only day one. Yeah, there's so much to talk about. So let's start with the day. We started late. We started around 6 p.m. Well, report was 5:45 p.m. We went to Edmonton, back to Calgary, sat for about an hour, and then came to Grand Prairie. During our sit, I decided to sit in a corner. Our crew broke up for the sit, and so I was sitting in a corner by myself by a window, and a mouse decided to join me and I almost had a panic attack, a heart attack, everything attack. Me and mice are not friends, so that was interesting. But we got here, it is now 2 a.m. and yeah, the day is done. The day is done and what a day it had been. We have lots to talk about. However, it is really late or early depending on how you look at it. I'm gonna head to bed so that my mind can be a little bit more clearer when I discuss what I want to discuss. There's a story about this hotel that happened 2 weeks ago. There's a story about me that happened yesterday. I will talk to you guys in the morning. I'm very tired. I'm not feeling the greatest. I have a cold or something, or the start of a cold. So I have cold medicine. I hope I make it through this pairing. But I'm gonna go to bed. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Okay, you guys, I'm still not feeling the greatest, but good morning. It is day 2 of 4. I did make myself go to the gym today for 45 minutes. I went on the treadmill and then I ordered food. It arrived late, so I have no time to eat it. I have no time to tell you what I was going to tell you. I have no time. I have to get ready. I just got out of the shower. I'm going to quickly eat a sandwich that I bought yesterday and then finish getting ready. We are going Grand Prairie to Calgary, Calgary to Penticton, and then we are done for the day. It is an easy day. And then we end at the Parking Parrot, my favorite place ever. So let's quickly get ready. If I have time, I will pop back on here. If not, I will see you in a bit. So I wanted to show you what it looked like before or after I kind of like make it my own. I put my suitcases on the one bed, the uniform on the chair, the cooler above the fridge, and then like this is the setup. Okay, party people. Second stay. We're gonna make it stay. Right now you were set up on the bedside table and I'm finally gonna sit down and just fill you in. Currently I'm in Penticton, British Columbia. It's my favorite layover, one of my favorite layovers. It's the last one of the season. We only lay over here in the summer and I'm very sad. It is one of my favorite places in the entire world. And so I did go out with the crew tonight. We went down to the Barking Parrot, which is like my favorite place. It's a bar that turns into a club, but it also has really good food. It's amazing. But what I was talking about yesterday that I was going to fill you in on, the hotel that we were at last night, we had a little bit of a security issue with one of our crews. So the story that I heard, actually let me read it right from my friend who told me this story. Okay, so I'm gonna read it right as what she said. A crew was flying into Grand Prairie, and a passenger accused the crew member of stealing his girlfriend's fanny pack. During deplaning, he said he was part of the Hells Angels and was going to find them. Sure enough, they were staying at the same hotel, and there was a falling out in the lobby. The Hells Angels found out their names and employee numbers, because when we sign into a hotel, we have to fill out this paper, and it's like first name, last name, ID number, and then it says our checkout time. So we have to fill in all of our information so that they know who we are. And anyway, and the crew was told to go upstairs and change into street clothes, then taken to a different hotel. The last flight of the night came in and deadheaded the crew out the next day. And that is why we now require, the whole hotel requires you to use your key card to get into the hotel after 11 p.m. as well as to use the elevator, just as an added safety measure. And we only know this because of word of mouth. So that's just a crazy security thing that happened. Life of a crew member, life of a flight attendant. The next thing that I did want to catch you guys up on is I really wanted to be real and raw on this channel and show you like the nitty-gritty of being a flight attendant. And unfortunately with that comes being self-managed, we manage each other because we don't have our bosses on our flight. What's the word I want to use? Not self-manage, but we keep each other in line, because if somebody does something wrong, we have the option to report them. And 95% of people, because pilots can report us, we can report pilots, we can report other flight attendants, etc., etc. We can report CSAs, we can report ground crew, we can report anybody we come in contact with. We report passengers, like we can report anybody. But 95% of the people that I talk to all agree and say, throughout my year and a half, I don't ask this question because this just came up this past week, but every time this conversation comes around, we all say we're adults, have a simple conversation beforehand. If nothing changes, then report them. But some grown adults are petty, and I don't know what the right word is, malicious, because I don't know. I have an idea of who did this, but I don't know for sure. I unfortunately got reported. I was falsely accused of doing something, or not doing something, I should say. And it wasn't a safety matter. It wasn't like a work matter. It was a personal matter. Not gonna lie, I felt pretty violated by this accusation, because, and I'll go more in depth at a later date. It's just because I'm not done dealing with it. I don't want to speak too much about it, but somebody did report me, and I got the email from my manager on Monday. And yesterday I was so close to having a panic attack because I only had Monday off of work. So like I said, it was Sunday. I'm assuming it was Sunday because we're supposed to put those reports in 24 hours after an incident. So I'm assuming it was the person I had worked with on Sunday or tail swapped with on Sunday. And at first I was angry because not only is it nobody's business, it's not the person's business, it's not my manager's business, it's not my company's business. It's also violating, and so I was very angry. Like, the more I talk, the more I understand you probably aren't going to be able to fully grasp what it is, because I'm not going to say what I was reported for just because I'm not done dealing with it. That'll come very soon, probably in a Confessions of a Flight Attendant or some video like that. But I was first angry because not only is it nobody's business, but it's not true. Even if it was true, it's not a big deal. So I was angry because it's a lie. And then I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was the funniest thing ever. Who would take time out of their day to report me for something so minor and minuscule and something so petty and stupid that doesn't affect the company in any which way, and take the time out of their day to say that I did something wrong, basically trying to get me in trouble. And then I got really self-conscious. I went to work the next day. Like I said, I only had this one day off, and I got this email on my day off. I shouldn't even be checking my work email on my day off, but for whatever reason, I did. And I was very self-conscious yesterday at work. I felt like everybody was watching me. I felt like people were staring at me. I felt I'll just say it had something to do with my appearance. And I just felt very watched, and I was very hyper alert yesterday, and I was this whole pairing, I just have not been myself, because I feel like people are gonna backstab me and report me based on the way I look, or people are gonna backstab me, like tattletale, like snitch. I was very self-conscious, very self-aware, yesterday was rough. It was so, like, being reported, it's different if you do something wrong. It's different if you really deserved it. And I will go on the record and say I've reported 2 people, and they were both based on performance or safety. And I've had the conversation with these people before I reported them, because we're adults. Have a simple conversation. I don't know, I just don't get it, guys. I just don't get it. But that's the reality, is that we can report each other, be reported, because it's all self-managed. We are very self-monitored. That's the wording I want. We're very self-monitored, and as a company, and any company in the aviation industry can back this up, we have to monitor each other because our bosses aren't on board. The sad reality is some adults cannot have an adult conversation, and so people get petty and they report things that do not need to be reported. And I unfortunately was the victim of this. Not only is the accusation false, but it's a waste of time. Like, why would anybody even report this? Even if it was true, why would somebody take the time out of their day to report this? Why would my manager take the time out of her day to reach out to me about it? It's been a whirlwind of emotions over this false accusation, and I felt very violated, felt very hurt, confused, very upset in general. Like, I can't even describe the amount of emotions that I've gone through just based on this one accusation. And obviously it's false, and once I told my manager it was false, shoved it under the rug. She didn't care. She was like, oh yeah, no, that's fine then, and like left it at that. I still have not responded to her email. You guys are on my bedside table, but my feet were falling asleep because I was on my knees. So once my manager said that it was fine and dandy, I did not respond, because I'm going to. I just have not responded, and that was 2 days ago, 1 day ago, day and a half ago, something like that, and I just have not responded yet. Because I don't know the words to say, because I want her to realize how stupid and a waste of time it was for her to give it the time of day. And I really wish that when people did these stupid reports and did make false accusations without proof, I really wish that they would get the repercussions of it. Like, I wish they got in trouble for it, because we are a very self-monitored company. We're very self-reliant. So there should be repercussions for when people take advantage of that, because it is a system. When you take advantage of the system, you shouldn't get away with it. And I think that's what bothers me the most, is that I'm rambling because this is supposed to be a vlog, and I feel like this is going to be like a 10-minute segment of me venting about this report, this false accusation that was made about me. Anyway, hope you enjoy it. But as I was saying, I think when people try to trick the system, because the way it works is people who have reports against them, they don't get to flow as quick. So I work on small planes. In order to be promoted to the big planes, you have to have a clean record. You have to be known as a good employee. You have to be no spots on your record, like, etc., etc. And so people are known, like, and it's been a thing in the past, that people are known to make false reports and false accusations against people just so that they can, we call it flow to the big planes, so that they can be promoted before these other people. And I feel like in my case, it's a false accusation, and once I told my manager it was false, she didn't care. It's not on my record, it's not going to affect my flow, but I feel like there should be a repercussion for the person who made that report. I hope this makes sense. Yeah, it just gets me upset even talking about it. But yeah, what I will say about the report, because I know I didn't say what it was, but it had something to do with my appearance and uniform guidelines, but in a violating aspect. So do with that information what you will. I'm going to head to bed. I hope you enjoyed my TED Talk. Good night. So it's like 3:15 in the morning, and I have not been able to fall asleep yet. I've been trying since like midnight. I cannot fall asleep. So I had a bath, and now I'm hungry. But there's no microwave in my room. So I have spaghetti, and like, it wasn't terrible cold, but it's not the best. So I filled the sink full of hot water, and I just put the container in it. Not sure how hot it's gonna be, but it's gonna be better than it was. Vitamin things. Cold spaghetti. At 3 in the morning. Oh. So it wasn't bad. It made it a lot better. It was not like freezing cold. Wasn't warm, but it wasn't freezing cold. Good enough for me for 3 in the morning. Last layover for the season in my favorite place, and this is my view. I have never had a view this nice here. So we had a possible bird strike. So we currently have 3 passengers on board. They're all at the front, and I'm PT today, so I'm at the back. So I have nothing to do while we wait for maintenance. I'm bored, I'm standing back here, I'm doing nothing. I talked to a guest for probably 5 minutes, and then she went to play with me on her phone. I think I was just bugging her, so now I came back to my little corner in the back, and I don't know how long we're gonna wait. We were delayed getting in, so I didn't get to run up and get Starbucks. I really wanted a drink and a sandwich, and I didn't have time to, so I really hope we aren't delayed too much, because we're supposed to have like an hour sit. And I was gonna get Burger King, I'm so hungry right now, but we'll survive, we'll push through, and hopefully we don't have to tail swap because of this bird strike. Hello you guys, good morning. It was a very short stay in Nanaimo and we are about to head out for day 4 of 4. Yesterday was a very long day and I was exhausted when we got back to the room. So I went immediately to bed, but hi, hello, how are ya? I'm back. Yesterday we went Penticton to Calgary, Calgary, Saskatoon, Saskatoon to Calgary, Calgary to Nanaimo. Today, pretty much the same minus the Penticton, we just do it backwards. Calgary to Nanaimo to Calgary, Calgary, Saskatoon, Saskatoon to Calgary, and then home. Day 4 of 4, home day, best day. I'm so tired. I could not fall asleep until like 5 a.m. yesterday, 4 a.m. yesterday. So last night, I fell asleep the second we got back. It was amazing. I'll quickly show you the view, and then I'm gonna head downstairs for a report. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I hope you did enjoy. I post videos every single Wednesday and I've been really good at sticking to the schedule, so make sure that you subscribe so you never miss a video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.